Has started a clinic for children with special needs after spending months looking for pediatric therapy for their own daughter who has Down syndrome. Reporter Jiang Ting has more on what is proving a welcome addition to Shanghai services.
3-year-old Olivia Chow now has little problem climbing up a slope. With a physical therapist helping to build her muscles up, she's developing the balance that Down syndrome children typically take longer to acquire.
Child with Down syndrome, what typically happens is their development is delayed when you compare it to normal children at her age. They start walking later, they start talking later compared to a normal child.
Soon after Olivia's family moved to Shanghai from America, they found getting the right treatment wasn't easy. Worried that she may have difficulty becoming independent for the rest of her life, her father said they had to go back to the U.S. a few times for the therapy she needed.
Services are very fragmented here. You'll find some foreign-based therapy clinics, and you'll find therapy that's associated with hospitals and maybe some of the local hospitals. But the foreign-based ones mostly have master's and PhD degrees, and they're very well trained in that area. The ones here are more like the assistants that we find back in our home country.
Chow said that through the expat community, they came to meet trained therapists from abroad who had come to Shanghai with their husbands and did not know where they could use their skills. Helping Edwina is an Australian occupational therapist with some 10 years' experience to improve kids' motor and social skills.
She's able to use her fingers better. She's able to isolate her fingers and, for example, the buttons. She wasn't able to do buttons before, and now she's able to do the big buttons, and we're hoping that with further therapy she'll be able to do the buttons on her pyjamas and her clothing independently.
Children with speech problems can also find help here. For the parents, seeing their children develop gives them peace of mind, especially when getting a child with special needs into a school in the city can be such a big hurdle.
Getting Edwina accepted into a school was a big problem. Very few schools were interested in interviewing her. I mean, she wasn't forming a letter a few months ago, and now she recognises letters, she can write letters, she's starting to read, and it's quite amazing for a child that we were told when she was diagnosed may never walk or talk.
Olivia's parents say in the US, children with special needs are usually assigned a therapist paid by the government, but here no such resources exist. In the hope of making their care available to many, a foundation has been set up to help cover the bills of families who can't afford the therapy their children need. Jiang Ting, ICS News.